JPM NBC Contamination Avoidance Research and Program Integration, in conjunction with the Army Game Studio, is producing a digital training device for the dismounted reconnaissance sets, kits, and outfits to enhance the baseline training received by the units being fielded the sets, as well as to give the team the opportunity to get new personnel familiar with their mission. This training device is based on the video game created by the Army Game Studio entitled America's Army. Using the technology resident in the game, they have created a fully immersive training environment that is completely customizable to allow for training scenarios for initial entry procedures and beyond. The size of the maps available allow for thousands of different targets to be built into the system, so a trainer can begin with simple events and eventually move on to more complex scenarios. Training using this system requires 3 persons and can be set up and ready to go in only a few moments. The supervisor or trainer will either select a training scenario already resident in the system or can create his or her own. They will be able to monitor the entire mission as a ghost, invisible to the entry team members conducting the training. New items can be dropped during the process of a mission to enhance training, and realism can be added to the event with weather changes. It's all up to the trainer. Our system is intended to be operated by a 2-person team with the headquarters element near the system. Placing the headquarters section in a location where they cannot see the video screens allows the entry team to practice describing what they see to the headquarters element, just as they would during an actual response, further enhancing team training. Once fully developed, the system will begin an event by presenting the trainees with a brief scenario introduction and a small bit of intelligence. The trainer will be presented additional information that may be pertinent to the mission, but this information will be unseen by the trainees. The team will then be presented with their dismounted reconnaissance container. The trainees will select the equipment they feel is necessary for their mission and place the items in their loadout cart. They will place in their hands the items they wish to carry and then push the cart downrange. Items not in the cart are not present downrange and are thus not available to the team. The cart must be moved by one of the team members, and the trainees will have to go back to the cart in order to change the equipment they are holding in their hands, just as they would during a real event. As the trainer develops a quality scenario, they will ultimately be able to export the file from the system to be uploaded to a server so that it can be downloaded by other trainers. In this way, scenarios will be shareable by the entire community. During the conduct of the operation, the sensors within the system will react as closely as possible to the actual devices. The menus that are important for the operation of the equipment are operational within the system. During this example, one of the team members has walked away from his partner. While he is operating his multi-ray, he has broken line of sight. As he looks around the room, he is seeing empty drawers and one table of potential interest. He has just received a reading on his multi-ray of elevated volatile organic compounds. Now he will take a scan with his True Defender. The scan is complete, and that is his result. During the conduct of the operation, the system will take notes on the team's performance, and upon completion of the training, present a brief after-action review of best practices that the team should take note of. There are triggers within the game that will make the associated best practices appear. If the team members break line of sight, they will be presented with maintain line of sight contact with your team members at all times. If the team members do not check a liquid with M8 and pH paper to ensure it won't destroy their equipment prior to monitoring, they are presented with a reminder that they should do so. The notes are not listed as failures or no-goes, but merely as recommendations to enhance team techniques. Our training system will allow for an entry team to conduct an hour's worth of training in just over an hour, including setup, with no cost or consumables utilized. Initial distribution plans are that the systems will be available at Task Cs so that units can sign them out for their training. The development of the Dismounted Reconnaissance Digital Trainer is ongoing. The estimated completion is in fiscal year 13.